Chacho, are you saying hi? Chachi, say hi. Yay, he's in a video for once. So in today's video, I'm finally doing the most highly requested video of all time for like the past year, and that is a plant tour, all of my house plants. So I'm sorry that it's taken me this long. I honestly never wanted to make this video because I don't know the name of all of my plants, and I am not like super knowledgeable when it comes to plants. I don't know. They're alive, most of them, so I guess I'll show you what I have. I hope that you guys enjoy the video. I'm sorry it took so long. I figured this would be a nice little Christmas gift to you, is finally doing this video, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so it is finally time for the plant tour. I have my Christmas decorations out because obviously Christmas is coming up too. And Lulu's tank is in here, and she is right here. So I guess we'll just start over here and go around the room. So we have one of my many snake plants. I have tons of them. First plant is the snake plant, and then we have a little cactus over here. I don't really like cacti. I'm not into them. I don't even know why I have this. It's pretty neglected. It looks like it's not even doing that well. It's kind of yellow at the bottom, but it is what it is. And then over here we have my umbrella plant. I think they're also called like Schiflora or something. I'm so bad with the scientific name and I can't spell it for the life of me. I have this really cute little decoration in here. It's a little frilled lizard that just hangs. But yeah, I love this plant. I would love to get more umbrella plants. I just think they're so pretty. And then I have another cactus. I neglect it. That one looks like it's doing all right though. I put it in a little terrarium, which apparently you're not supposed to do that with cacti and they don't survive, but that one's doing just fine, so I'll take it. And then behind the computer over here is a Monstera deliciosa, and these are my favorite plants of all time. I just love them. I have so many around the house. I propagate them all the time because they get so big and they just grow in so much. And then I have a little pothos also growing in here. I don't know why, I just stuck it in there. And then over here we have this plant. So I took the label off of it and I cannot remember the name. I'm gonna try to like label these later on because I don't know the names of most of my plants. But it has these like weird brown spots on it. I don't know what the issue is. I repotted it though because I had really bad soil and I think it was like a nutrient issue, so I'm hoping that since I repotted it, it'll be okay. But if you guys have any tips or knowledge on like what this is, I'm all ears because I've never seen this before and it's my first time dealing with it. But other than that, I think it's a really pretty plant. And then over here, again, I don't know the name of this plant. My boyfriend hates it. He says that he thinks it's dying because it does get a lot of yellow leaves that fall off. But as you can see, it is healthy. It's green and it has like the appropriate colors. It just like in the distance just kind of looks yellow. I don't know. My boyfriend hates this plant. He constantly tells me to throw it out, but I'm sorry, that looks healthy to me. So I'm gonna keep it. And then this one is labeled. So this one is a string of bananas. And they looked like bananas when I got them, but as it's growing out, the bananas are like really, really small and not as thick as the ones on top. So I don't know if there's an issue or what, but like that's what it looks like. And then this is another stringy plant. I don't know if this one is labeled. This one is trailing elephant bush. I really like this one. I think that it's really, really pretty, and I hope that it just grows a lot more. I think it's a super cool plant. I got that one and this one from Michael's. I get most of my plants, or not Michael's, Home Depot. I get most of my plants from Home Depot. And then over here I have this little fern. I'm not sure exactly what kind it is. It's very, very tiny, but the leaves are just so perfect looking. I love ferns. And then this plant, I'm not sure what it is. My friend Caitlin actually gave it to me. So yeah, it was pretty. When she gave it to me, we went hiking and we went on this trail over the summer and it was like really hot, and this just sat in the car and got super, super dehydrated and looked really sad. I feel like it still kind of looks sad, but look how pretty the leaves are. So it hasn't really gotten much growth, but hopefully it will in time. And then I'm not sure what the name of this plant is, but I got it and I decided to turn it into a terrarium. I've had it in this terrarium for over a year now, which is pretty shocking. And it's doing really, really great. Like before, the plant was like literally just in here, and I have a little turtle statue in here somewhere. Of course, now I can't find it. Oh wait, there it is. There's the little turtle. But this thing is just like grown completely out of it, and I just think it looks so pretty. Again, don't know the name of this plant, but I think that it's really, really pretty and I love it. This is my pride and joy. So this is my pilly, I think that's how it's pronounced, my pilly plant. When I got this, it was so tiny and it is so big now. It's grown in so much. I just think they are the cutest plants ever. They're just, I mean, look at it. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like little waffles or something. Like, I think they're so cute. I love it. And I'm not really sure how to propagate it. You can really propagate a lot of these. I need to look into it because this plant is getting a little bit out of hand, but in the best way possible. But I definitely want to propagate that. And then over here, we have a little spider plant, which I actually propagated from this large one that looks super sad. It was doing great. I feel like it's doing better on this side. I had it on the other side of this, and my boyfriend said that this thing is like hungry for his blood and is always like reaching at him and like getting in all of his stuff. He thinks that this is like a carnivorous plant. It's definitely not. It's just a joke. But yeah, so ever since I moved it, you can kind of just see like all of these dead spots that I need to go through. But this thing is just insane. Like all of those spiders, that's why I propagated a couple of them, but this plant just like has a complete life of its own and just is all over the place. And then I kind of skipped the top. So this is like a little, I think it's a succulent. Someone actually gave it to me over Instagram and it really has grown a lot. It's super easy to take care of and I love it. And then up here, it's looking a little bit sad. It's called a ponytail something. I forgot the rest of the name of it, but it's a really interesting plant. It's really cool. But I think I need to repot it, and that's why it's getting all of these like dead ends. It's so funny because it's a ponytail and then it has dead ends. I'm so dumb. But yeah, that's that plant. And then over here is just another Monstera deliciosa. This I propagated from the very first one that I ever had, and it's doing well. So pretty. Look at those leaves. I love them. And then moving over here, we have the Z plant, I think is how it's pronounced or what it's called, or Z plant, something like that. I think these are so pretty. I've had this plant for a very, very long time. And there's an old mushroom in here. My boyfriend thought he could replant a mushroom by sticking it in dirt. It did not work, and I don't know why it's still there, but that's why that's there. But the ZZZ plant, if that's how you pronounce it, is really pretty. It's growing really, really big, and I want more of these. I really like them. And then this little plant, I have tons of them, and I forgot the name. These do really, really good in terrariums. It seems to be doing okay out here, but the one that I have in my room is just flourishing way more. And then we have this crazy plant. It is all over the place over here, and the philodendron, and it's falling. Okay. It's literally like a jungle corner over here. It's just really funny. So yeah, the crazy one is the philodendron. And then kind of like behind this and like hidden within the philodendron is another Monstera deliciosa. Beautiful leaves. I love them so much. And this one I actually ruined. You can see that damage there. This one I actually put soap on because it had like little spider mites. And so apparently you need to rinse the soap off, because if you don't rinse the soap off, the soap kills the mites, but it needs to be rinsed off because otherwise it will kill your plant. I decided to save it and hope that I would get some new leaves that would be okay. And luckily I have these amazing huge leaves that have come in. So luckily I was able to save the plant. There's a cute couple of little smaller ones in the back. And then we have this plant, which is my very first plant that I had in my household. And I forgot the name of it, of course, right now. It has this little flower at the top. This was like the very first plant that I had with like all of my reptile photos, because when I used to live with my sister, this was the only plant in the house that we had, and I would use this for my background. So this plant is literally how I came up with the name Reptilian Garden, because I'd take photos of all of my reptiles with this plant. And then over here we have this one. Of course, I don't remember the name. This one had spider mites really bad. I was able to save it, and it has grown in a ton since then. So it's thirsty, so it's looking a little unhappy right now. It's being dramatic, but it is almost watering day. And then we have this ginormous snake plant that gives me life. I love this thing. It is so big, and it's flowering, which is really cool. And then this is a succulent that came from a Mother's Day gift, and it fell off. So we just stuck it in this dirt, and it has just continued to grow and thrive, and it's just so funny. And then we have this plant over here. Don't remember the name of it. It used to be in Metamora's enclosure, but it grew in way too much, so I had to take it out. So now it's over here. And then we have a bird's nest fern over here. This one almost died, and it was in horrible, horrible condition. And it is looking absolutely amazing and has come back to life over here. So I'm very happy with it. And then over here, I just have an aloe plant doing its own little thing. I love aloe plants. I don't know why. I think that they're really cool looking. And of course, it's cool that you just have your own supply of aloe, which is great for inflammation and burns and cuts. So why not? And this is my cute little propagation station that was gifted to me by my friend Caitlin. So I think that it just looks super cute on the wall. I'm not really planning on doing anything with these, but I think that it's just really, really aesthetically pleasing. And then this is our kitchen. I just have, I think this is a snake plant, but I'm not entirely sure. It might be a succulent. It's super weird. That's a fake plant, so that's a fake. I don't know what the name of this plant is, but it is really pretty. I used to have it in the other room, but I decided to just put it in the kitchen. And then I just have a little pothos over there in a jar that clearly needs more water. So those are the kitchen plants. So in my bedroom, I have this corn plant. I'm gonna be putting another enclosure right here, and this is normally on the floor, and so I'm gonna switch those two. And then over here, I have another snake plant, because you can never have too many snake plants. There's Chacho. And then we have another Monstera deliciosa that I am propagating currently with some pothos. So that is why that is in here. This is another one of those succulents that I was given from someone on Instagram, doing really, really great. This plant, I don't know the name of. It has these little red flowers on it though. It's really pretty. And then this is the plant that I was talking about. I don't remember the name, but it's really, really good with humidity. So it's great to do in terrariums. These plants I've had die all over in all my other like enclosures and parts of the house, but like this one is just thriving so well, and I think it's because it's in the terrarium. And then I have this viney plant that like crawls up the window. Don't know what it's called, but I like it. And then this is, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name right now. It's called like a praying plant though. At nighttime it like folds up like this, and it looks like it's praying. I think it's called a rattlesnake something. I'll figure it out. And moving on to my reptile room, I have this pothos that is just climbing all up over this doorway, and I absolutely love it. And I'm using my little plant clips. I have a little chameleon decoration hanging right there too that I love. Pothos is so much fun. And then I have another pothos here, and then I have a money tree that was given to me from Zen Habitats after my surgery, which was so nice, and it's doing great. And then I have this Dracena, I believe is what it's called, or Dracena. Another pothos. This one's not looking too hot. I don't know what the deal is. I repotted it and it's not been happy ever since. This is another Monstera deliciosa. Absolutely love them to death. And then this is my very first plant that I got when I moved into this apartment, and it is a pothos. And then we have this ginormous fern. I don't know what kind of fern it is exactly, but it's huge. It looks like a head of hair to me, and I love it. I think it's so cool. And then we have another money tree. This one needs more dirt. I kind of just shoved it in this, and it's not looking too hot down here, but at least it's doing all right. So those are all of my plants in my house other than like my enclosures. So this is the Swiss cheese Monstera, and this leaf looks god awful. We need to get rid of that. I need to, okay, it came off. So yeah, another monstera, my only other species. So pretty, Swiss cheese, very cute. So those are all of my plants. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing all of them today. And I'm glad that I finally got to doing this video, and I'm sorry I took so long, but thank you for being patient and waiting, and I will see you guys in the next video.